Hello fellow adventurers and wanderers from the far beyond. I welcome you to The Elder Scrolls Online, one of my most favorite MMORPGs that I've ever played in my entire life. I've played close to around 10 years or since 2016 off and on, but yeah, I can't wait to jump on into this video with you guys. So let's jump on into it without further ado. Let us explore and journey through these evil lands. Now, right off the bat, I switched to my tank. I have a few characters on this game, but I chose my tank, and there's a reason I chose my tank, and it's because I wanted the queue for dungeons. And if you play Elder Scrolls Online, and you're a DPS, you know that it's going to take a while. Okay, look, I have DPS characters on this game, and when I go in queue for dungeons, I never get, it takes me forever to find a dungeon when I play as a DPS. When I play as a tank, I go and I queue for a dungeon, instantly I'm in a dungeon, every time. But anyways, I queued up for a dungeon, waited, and was ready for my first arrival in a dungeon after not doing them for years, so I didn't really know how this was gonna go. And after coming back, I forgot nearly all of the controls. I even forgot how to pull my mount out. Also, while I was looking at all this stuff, there's home tours now. I don't remember this being here, and all this other crazy stuff. And there was all these different game modes it looked like in the queues. I didn't know. I only know what dungeons are and battlegrounds. I don't know what all this other stuff is. But I went ahead and queued up, and it literally took me 2 seconds to get into this dungeon. And you can see, I closed the queue out in literally 3.3 seconds, and I'm right into the dungeon. And this would be one of the things I don't like, is when I go to queue for a dungeon and I want to get one done, I have to play my tank, because when I play the DPS, it just takes too long to get into the dungeon. But I continue my journeys through the wayward sewers, and luckily, the moment I dropped into this dungeon, it seemed like they were already at the end. I was trying to put my Oak and Soul ring on, but I didn't even get a chance, so my full build wasn't even ready. I was just in this dungeon with a half-ass build, but luckily, they were literally at the final boss, so I had a key to just the easiest dungeon ever, so I got super lucky right here. But one thing I've really always loved about this game is the high-pressure scenarios sometimes that tanks are able to be in. I wasn't in any of those high-pressure scenarios in this situation because this is a super easy dungeon. Most of these dungeons, even on Veteran, I feel like are super easy. But that's one thing I've loved about this game is just how powerful and invincible I feel as a tank. And I like playing as a tank, but sometimes I like doing damage and, you know, destroying creatures in my path instead of blocking it for others. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think. Do you prefer DPS, tank, or are you a healer or support? Let me know in the comment section. Also, I feel like every single place I go here just reminds me of when I used to play this game when I was a kid. And there was another game that I made on Neverwinter that made me feel the same way. And this is just one of those games that I've played for years, off and on. And I always come back because I just have this strange addiction for it for some reason. It's just, it has that hold on me. I don't know, I just have love for this game because, you know, I have memories with it. So, of course, I'm going to love the game, but there are things that I don't like about it. One thing I do like, though, is how everybody does these wells, and I don't think there is really any reason to actually do them. Everyone just does them for fun. It just everybody in the entire lobby groups up to these wells all the time and just does them. I think it's because maybe they find cool scryable items in them, maybe sometimes. That's really the only thing I could think that you'd want to do ththese wells for. Besides that, I think everything else is pretty useless that you find from these wells. It's just fun. Everybody groups up and does them all the time. It's like it's just something that everyone always does, no matter what time of day it is. It was like 2 a.m. when I was on, and there wasn't a lot of people, but when I came to the well, everyone's there. So there was a lot of people on, I just wasn't seeing all of them. But as I moved forth in my journey, I realized I also had my house still. So I took a visit and a gander, and decided to look to see what I had. And it was quite beautiful. I had the Antiquarian Art Gallery, Alpine, whatever you call it. I don't remember the name of this place, okay, but that's what we're calling it. This is the house that came with Solitude. If you ever played that DLC in the Western Skyrim, that is where my house is located. This is the house I have because I'm not going to go and buy any other houses. They're all like 40,000 crowns. When I came back to the game, I had like 1,600 crowns. No idea where I got this from. Not gonna lie, when I was playing this game back in the day, I was spending crazy money for no reason on just the stupidest shit. Like outfits, skins, little decorations for my house. You can see kind of around here in some places, like, none of this stuff was crafted or anything. I literally went and bought this with crowns. Even the little pink trees up there, crowns. But it's nice. It looks nice. I got the wolf perched up on the cliffside looking over the waterfall. It's absolutely beautiful. And even over here, this crafting station is an actual crafting station. This isn't for looks. I can actually come over here and blacksmith stuff. I don't remember ever putting this here, but I was surprised there was an actual, like, blacksmithing station that I could use. I ventured inside of my home and was quite surprised to see a lovely interior. Okay, I forgot how nice it was in here. What the heck? What's the nice music and tunes? This is lovely. There's a cat running around. What you doing? What the heck are you doing? Lovely. Wow, I didn't think I was gonna have much in here. That's cool. I must travel upstairs. Oh shit, I have a whole bedroom up here. Take me a nice little seat, will I? Take a seat. Khajiit, take a seat or... Thank you. Ah. But after resting, I took upon another journey of delving into another dungeon. This one was known as Direfrost Keep. Many know of this place, I'm sure. Many have ventured here and conquered this place. But I wanted to test out my strength and my power that I have. Now that I was able to have my Oaken Soul ring on, you can see all of the different buffs on me at the bottom, and it's just insane. The Oaken Soul ring, when it came out, was actually the most broken item in the game. I remember being on when that thing first came out, and me and my friend went and grinded to get it. We had to like scry and stuff to get it, and holy crap was it hard, and it was so powerful. They nerfed it, and now it's not as strong, but it's still very good, and I use it for my tank, which helps me hold up the fight a lot. I have a really good build on my tank, so I don't even need the Oaken Soul ring, but I use it to make myself even stronger. It gives me all these buffs, so why would I not use it? It's very good. The item's still very good. And you can see I literally hold it down without any trouble. I mean, my team is blazing through the first boss's health. I mean, this dungeon was not a challenge. I was, though, thinking randomly while doing the dungeon, I was kind of upset that there was no, like, Halloween stuff going on or anything. Like, when I came back to Neverwinter, there was the Halloween event, and I was so excited to see that, and I was kind of disappointed to not see any of that on this game. Like, where's the cool event? Like, where is it, Bethesda? I call treachery. But every fight we took was a literal breeze. We didn't have to do much. It felt like half these fights I wasn't even really paying attention. I was just kind of dozing off and looking at my health bar. I wasn't even paying attention to the boss. Like, most of the time when I'm playing as my tank, I am worried about nothing. I don't even really need to block. Now, if we're doing trials, you gonna see me blocking. But we just doing these dungeons, and these are so easy. My character's so powerful at this point, and has been for like so long that I don't even need to try when doing these dungeons. They're so easy. But that's what most players want, is they want to be powerful. Like, if you're a tank, you want to be able to tank everything, and you want to be able to run into these dungeons. If you haven't built a tank and you are building a tank, you want to be able to run into these dungeons and just everything to be so easy and just literally nothing does damage. You don't even need to block, really. Like, I'm just sitting there spamming my my shield abilities, my different shield abilities I have, and it barely takes me my magicka. I'm just barely using any of my stats. I do have my teammates also boosting my stats. That's probably why my magicka is going up so fast. But even without them, I still have crazy magicka. But we defeated the boss easily, and people have always been so nice in this game. Sometimes, like I said, GG. But we moved on to our DPS. Because, honestly, I'm tired of playing my tank. And I want to do some damage, man. I want to kill some stuff. I want to destroy some creatures and annihilate some evil. So let's just journey a little bit with my warden. This is my warden, by the way. And he has a lot of cool stuff. Now, obviously, my first target is going to be a fisherman innocently fishing. And I don't like that. So I'm going to silently assassinate him. I carried on until I saw an old mill straight forward into the distance. I ran forth, hoping to find enemies to slay. Luckily, there was one, attacking a tree, and I was not okay with that. So I stayed hidden in the brush, waited for him to pass by, staying quiet and silent, not moving a muscle. And I actually freaked out and used a magical spell on accident. But I moved in to strike the evil villain and destroyed him. See, playing DPS is way much more fun. Look, we got a little pot thing. That's so awesome. But I finally found a worthy opponent. I had my Oaken Soul ring equipped, and I was ready to test my DPS to destroy. And yeah, that was a lot quicker than expected. Let's try to find someone else, yeah? And you can see these evil interlopers literally don't even stand a chance. I don't even get to really use any of my abilities. And I have this crazy spinning air astronaut that comes out of my armor, and it's like, I have asteroids flying into the sky every time I hit an enemy, or an area of effect, or an overtime effect goes. It's just all this crazy stuff that my character has. I'm going to show you guys my build right now, actually, if you want to check out what I'm actually using. So this, on my DPS character, my warden, I'm using the Oaken Soul Ring. I have the Ring of Agility and the Agility Necklace. So I have the whole Agility set. I have the Aegis, the whole Aegis set. So that's how I'm spawning in those Air Autronox. And then the Valken Skorion armor set, which is how I summon in meteors from the sky. So I have double meteors. If you had gotten the mage books, if you ever did that, went across the entire Tamriel to collect every mage book, and you got the asteroid, congratulations. I commendate you for that, because I did that and it was absolutely hell. And I went around and found every single book. It was hell. I'll never do that again. Never again. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment if you do so, please. I hope to see you in the next time in these beautiful and wicked lands on the Elder Scrolls Online. Stay safe in the real world and in the evil lands of Elder Scrolls Online. Sorry guys, I'm tired. Bye. I go to sleep now.